Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of the new fragrance from Parfum de Marly, Palatine. And I just want to do a quick little apology side rant about the glasses. I do wear contacts. I have incredibly bad eyesight. I literally could not see without these, and I don't know what it is, but my eyes are incredibly sensitive when it comes to contacts. They really hurt my eyes, and I'm sorry I could not be bothered to wear them today, but I really wanted to film this video. I've been kind of putting it off. I know I'm a little bit late to the game on this one, but I have had this bottle for quite some time, and no, that dent is not all me. I did put some of this in a travel size, but I wanted to really form some thoughts on this perfume before doing a review on it, like a full-blown review. And I think it's safe to say I know what I want to talk about. And I think that my review might be a little bit on the contrary to what a lot of other people are going to be saying about this perfume. It has been quite a while since we've seen a feminine release from Parfum de Marly. This was so anticipated. Well, it actually kind of came out of nowhere because there was this kind of like quote unquote leak about another masculine perfume, which ended up not happening. And then we saw the release of Palatine. So at least for me, I have been anticipating a new feminine release because it's been what, years since we got Valaya. And so Parfum de Marly released Palatine as a violet dominant, supposed to be a violet dominant floral perfume. It is kind of an odd time of the year to be releasing this. The scent profile is very summery and we're just now getting into the colder weather. But I want to share my thoughts on this. So let's go ahead and spray it. I'm going to put it on my skin and on a strip. I do want to say that I love the bottle. The bottle is very cute. I love the purple color. It's very nice to look at. I think that Parfum de Marly has some of the best looking bottles, period. Like, wow, it looks super rich and the purple is very regal. So the notes in Palatine, we're gonna have mandarin with bergamot and pear, orris violet petals and lavandine, which is a form of lavender, a floral bouquet, sandalwood, patchouli, musk, and vanilla. So when this opens for me, what I get essentially is a very kind of powdery, like textured type of fruitiness. You definitely get a big blast of the pear in here, but at the same time, you also get this candied violet vibe. Like, this is definitely a violet fragrance through and through. And I will say, I do really enjoy the opening of Palatine. It's very happy, fresh, very bright, and the pear is extremely pronounced in the opening. It opens very like fresh, vivid, and almost in a way kind of sparkling. You definitely get a lot of interesting textures in here. You get this powdery side. There is something about it that is a bit creamy, but also something sparkling. It's really interesting how the opening works. And I feel like the opening of this especially is the type of opening that they use to really draw you in, to really kind of grab your attention. But the problem is with this perfume, oh, and I forgot to mention, I bought this bottle at Neiman Marcus, and after taxes, I paid $400. I'm still kind of salty about it. I'm not going to lie. When the sales associate took it up to the cash register, because I didn't even ask for the price, which I don't know why I didn't. And I think it just kind of shocked me because I don't think I've ever paid retail for Parfum de Marly fragrance before. This should technically be like the end of the review. There is no way on earth this perfume is worth $400. Like, no way. It's not even like feasible. And I didn't even smell this before I bought it. They didn't have a tester. I just bought the box. But with Palatine, let's continue on my review, shall we? The topic of money is kind of subjective, but what's worth it for me might not be worth it to you, vice versa. But the thing is with this perfume is that into the mid, this lavandine kind of molecule really takes over the entire scent, especially on the skin. And that's another thing I want to mention is that when you go in store to test Palatine, you need to spray this on your skin because it smells totally different on your skin than it does on the paper. On the skin, it comes off so incredibly sharp and soapy. And I was not expecting that. Like, I thought I was going to be getting this very pretty kind of like candied violet vibe, but this smells like soap on my skin, and a very like harsh type of soap because of this muskiness. And it doesn't quite work for me because I don't mind soapy fragrances. I don't mind things that smell like laundry or something that smells clean if it's done in a different way. But there's something about this that just really offends my nose when I smell it on my skin. It's just a little bit too overpowering, and that soapiness, that lavender molecule kind of overpowers like every other note on my skin. The beautiful violets, that pear note, everything that I love about the notes in this fragrance is overpowered by this soapiness, and it's just too much for me. I will say that as it dries, it gets way, way, way better. It really smoothens out into the dry down. But when you're spending $400 on a perfume, I don't want to have to wait hours for it to smell good. You know what I mean? And then once it gets into the dry down, it's very soft anyway. It kind of has like this like talcum powder vibe to it in the dry down. I really wanted to love this, and I know that a lot of people really do, but it's just too soapy for me. It's too screechy. The performance is not the best either, I would say. I've only gotten like a solid, maybe like 6 to 8 hours. It's not bad at all, but I would expect more for $400. And the thing too is that because the opening is just so beautiful in Palatine. Like, do not get suckered by the opening in this because it's really beautiful. I wish the fruitiness in the opening lasted longer. It's really fleeting. It's just there in the opening to really catch your attention, but it dries away. It dissipates so fast. It's just so depressing, honestly. Like, I wish that the fruitiness, that pear, would last more into the dry down, but it's very short-lived. This to me, it's just something that I will wear to the gym, something out of the shower, very, very casual. There's nothing like sexy, like date night, kind of dressy about this in my opinion. And it's so incredibly fresh. I don't see this being the best option for the fall time. I think it's a really weird time to be releasing this like right at the end of summer, going into fall. I mean, technically it's already fall, right? We already celebrated the first day of fall, and I just can't get over it because guys, this is also a 75 ml. Like, the price gap between the women's and the men's line is crazy to me. The men's fragrances that are like 4.2 ounces, like almost double the amount of this, are about the same price. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of crazy. I would not recommend paying retail for this, but essentially it's a big miss for me. I was really hoping that I was going to love it, but for the price, I don't think it's worth it. But regardless of the price, the scent profile just does not work on my skin at all. This is something that you need to go into store and to try on your skin. So, so, so important. Get some samples. I think that the scent profile that they're trying to like do with this, you can find it in other places for a better price. Like, for example, they're not the same, but they're kind of in the same ballpark. I would compare this to Elysium PARFUME from Roja, the new like that kind of gradient bottle that's really beautiful too. But I would just go with Valaya. I feel like this is trying to do the same thing as Valaya, that kind of like clean it girl vibe, but Valaya just does it so much better. It's so much stronger, and the scent is so much smoother and just a better wearing experience in my opinion. I think that this is just a no. It's a no from me. I really wanted to be obsessed with it, to hype on the Palatine hype train, but I don't like it. It's too much. Too much for me. There's not much more that I need to say about it. Just try it in store, try it on your skin, and please, for the love of God, wait for it to hit the discounters. You do not need to pay retail for this. It's been like a few weeks and I'm still annoyed about it that I paid that much for it. But guys, that was just my like review, my full impressions of the new fragrance from Parfum de Marly, Palatine. It's gonna be polarizing. I know that a lot of people are really loving it, but not me. A little bit of an anti-hype review. going against the grain here, but these are just my honest opinions. So I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have you tried Palatine? Are you excited for it? I would love to know your thoughts. Was it a letdown? Do you love it? Drop the comment down below. But also I wanted to ask you guys a question about the type of content that you'd like to see on this channel. I have only posted about fragrances so far, but I would love to know if you ladies would be interested in having more discussions around like skincare, makeup tutorials, like jewelry, lifestyle content. I would love to know what you guys think, so please let me know your thoughts down below. But thank you so much for watching. Seriously, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.